Hi, I'm Greg with Grebic Knives. Today we're going to revisit the Sabaturu Rusty Racer. My darling wife has asked me to test it on the refrigerator that we have and on our silverware. We have some silverware that's about 8 years old. It's developing some little rust spots on the butter knives. And we have a refrigerator that's stainless steel that has some little dots of rust, and because it's probably a little over 8 years old as well. Also going to use it on my belt knife that I carry with me every day. If you enjoy our videos, please give us a thumbs up, ring the bell, and subscribe to our channel. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use it first on my darling belt knife. It gets abused really bad. My little belt knife gets used from everything from cutting tape, pulling staples, driving it through wood. I've literally driven it through a block of wood by hammering on the back of it. It's not going to clean those up, but it has some serious patina on it, and we're going to see what the Sabaturu Rusty Racers do to them. Now, the Sabaturu Rusty Racers, I just got a new batch of them. This is what they look like in the package. Oh, it's even taped together. It's wrapped together, taped together. When you order them, you get a set of two. One is fine, one is coarse. You can feel the difference. I start with the coarse one. These are what you end up with. You have a coarse one, you have a fine one. You can definitely tell the difference by feeling them. I will start with the coarse one because this one seriously needs it. You want to set it on something that's going to level the blade out, so when you're pushing on it, you're not putting unnecessary force on the blade itself, which can separate your scales, can do all kinds of bad things that you don't want to have any part of. Now, a little bit of water and an eraser. We're going to get started. In order to use these, you just put a little bit of water on the blade and you scrub them like you're erasing writing from a page. The nastier your blade is, the more work it's going to take to clean it up. Gee, that's kind of an obvious statement. Now we're going to concentrate on one section of this to see how well it does. We'll test it to see what it looks like. That's coming out pretty nice. We'll go on to the next step. Front edge. We'll change position. You do want to keep it a little moist. Not like you're erasing paper where if it was moist it wouldn't be good. Follow the grain of the steel. That means the sand patterns, the sand scratches that are in it from shaping it. Or if you don't have them, you're going to put some in there. One side is completed with the course. If you don't have a little eyedropper water bottle, you can also use just a dish with some water in it. That's my wife's suggestion. Last little bit of cleanup on the course. And then we do the fine which will make it a little bit closer to the original finish. But remember, this does not take out scratches. This just removes any little spots of rust and or patina. And here you have it. That's what it looks like kind of when it's cleaned up. That's what it looks like before you clean it up. Side 2. And that looks a whole lot better for some people than it to start with. I don't mind the patina, but a lot of people prefer to have as clean a blade as they can get. And now we're going to do a couple of butter knives. I'm going to clean up both sides of it because they've got little water spots after they come out of the dishwasher that seem to get a few rust spots. We'll start with the coarse to remove the rust spots. And it seems to be removing them pretty well. I like experimenting. If you're interested in acquiring one of these fantastic little Sabaturu rusty erasers, we have a link to them in our description below. Side 2. And now on with the fine. And you can see it cleans up silverware. You can see that it's got some little rust spots on the bottom edge of our refrigerator. And we're going to start trying to take them out with the Sabaturu rust erasers. Okay, we'll start with this one. Going with the pattern of the brushed surface on the refrigerator. Oh my goodness, it's gone. That took that little spot of rust. There's a little discoloration right there where it was at. We're going to go a little bit farther with it. It's actually cleaning the wax and everything off that's been used on this refrigerator. I'm going to use the fine. Well, if you've got anything on your refrigerator, you'll definitely be able to tell it's coming off. That's probably the coolest thing I've done with it so far. onto the bottom. Now I'm going to have to do the whole refrigerator. Whoa! Now on with the fine. Just lightly scrubbing it across with about as much pressure as you'd put on your fingers if you were erasing a sheet of paper that had some pencil marks on it you wanted to get rid of. How's that? So to wrap this video up, be aware that when you are using these on a refrigerator, stainless steel or otherwise, it's going to take material off the refrigerator. When you're using them on knives, whether they're butter knives, whether they're shop knives, whether they're your everyday carry, be aware it takes material off of there. That's how it cleans them. Now, the Saboteur Rust Erasers are available in our description below. There's a link for them. If you do happen to use one of them and would like to share your comments, please comment in the section below, and I will get back with you to discuss your problems and or successes. Thank you.